to turn German workers against their Jewish brothers and sisters. That's what they were up to. Thereby preventing workers' unity against capitalism and propping up Krupp's rule by shielding him from socialist revolution. It wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing that the Nazis put communists in jail, irrespective of their ethnic origin, even before doing the same thing with Jews. And now the real kings in the United States, as well as the broader Western world, are undoubtedly Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, as well as the Walton family, owners of Walmart. These people in turn vie for world dominance with the Russian and Chinese billionaires. The Rothschilds are no longer even partial kings of the world. They no longer vie for world dominance with anyone. They no longer are in the position they used to be. With a fortune of about $3 billion US, the head of the Rothschild family no longer has a fraction of the power he once had. Even at the height of their power, the Rothschilds only ruled over Britain and France. Nowadays, their former empire has shrunk to maybe Switzerland, where they still own a big bank. But it's pretty much all they've got. And not because of some bigger conspiracies involved, but because of a basic law of capitalism, Lenin called uneven development. It is because of uneven development that Gates and Buffett and the Waltons grew faster than Rothschilds, than what the Rothschilds could keep pace with. Capitalism means competition, and who overtakes who and who overtakes who is a matter of who better maximizes profit at the expense of workers, and for bigger players at the expense of the third world as well. It wasn't because Gates and Buffett conspired better. It wasn't because Gates and Buffett were better at conspiring that they were able to overtake the Rothschilds, but because at some point they got better at maximizing profit at the expense of workers and the third world, partly because they had better access to vast resources, partly because they behaved more predatorily towards both their slaves and their rivals. Conspiracies can't explain why some capitalists rise faster than other capitalist robots and get overtaken. However, big robbers means big villain, and bigger robbers make even bigger villains. Some conspiracy of sorts is involved, but not in the direction conspiracy theorists point. Conspiracy theorists like to paint things as if only one family can rule through the ages, through conspiration, through being very good at conspiration. This is why they're called conspiracy theorists, because they point to alleged conspiracies. Because they make the claim that through conspiracy alone you can bend the laws of actual social and economic development, that in turn determines the law of political development, that you can they make this claim that you can insulate yourself from these laws and deny them power and scope. Conspiracy theories aren't wrong because conspiracies don't happen at all. Matter of fact, they do happen, and they happen quite often actually. Conspiracy theories are wrong because they imply or say outright that through conspiracies you can insulate yourself from the actual laws of social development. Conspiracy theories are wrong because they place conspiracy skills above objective laws. This is why they are wrong. Conspiracies do happen. Hence Gates and Buffett's truly amazing skill at diverting their attention from their own selves to the Rothschilds. That's conspiracy too. That's conspiracy too. But the reason Gates and Buffett got bigger than Rothschild in the first place is a mere artifact of them being more adept at making use of the objective law of uneven development. Objective laws trump conspiracies. It is not the skill at conspiring that trumps objective laws. It is the objective laws that trump the skill at conspiring. So that a big robber truly becomes good at conspiring only after it has amassed more fortune in his hands to be able to buy off many more loudspeakers and or gullible people than other big robbers do or can. So conspiracy theories are an ally of both capitalism as a whole and certain capitalists who are bigger than others, not because my conspiracy theory is better than yours or more true than yours, but because the objective laws of capitalist exploitation and uneven development suggest all capitalism is inherently oppressive and hence incapable, utterly incapable of reforming itself on one hand, and some capitalists always rise faster than others and are able to buy up more public relations operatives capable of diverting public attention from them to some other smaller robber, preferably to those who are now, due to uneven development, only a shadow of their former success. Conspiracy theories are an ally of capitalism as a whole, which would have us believe it can reform itself by getting rid of those who give it a bad name, and they are an ally of very big newcomers who are keen on diverting attention from themselves to some other capitalist robbers, an ally of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or the Waltons, who want to divert attention from themselves to the Rothschilds, an ally of Russian and Chinese imperialist oligarchies who want people to believe their nonsense about their being good and sound, mere lambs who have been mistreated by the evil West and now deserve to conquer land and markets and resources and slaves, to make up for this monumental injustice that others wreaked upon them, just as the German imperialist oligarchy of 70 years or 80 years ago would have had the world believe that they had been mistreated by Britain and France and deserved to conquer, and hence they deserve to conquer land and markets and resources and slaves to make up for this monumental injustice that Britain and France wreaked upon them. Conspiracy theorists, to sum up, are people who misinform under the guise of free access to information, who support the system by actually claiming that they do otherwise. Thanks for watching.